take the quietest corner, but one can't control that.
Likewise. So we do have a little bit of time today, and if we speed up each dry run, I thought we could do several, well, not several, but maybe two. And I think we want to try and emulate what's going to happen on tomorrow as much as we can. So for this first dry run, I would like there to be sort of no, this is happening next, that is happening next kind of thing. And what I think we should do on the day as well is that we will use the private chat. Manvi, I doubt that you will require it, but for everybody else's benefit, we can use the private chat only to list the order of events that's happening next. So it could be, for example, Manvi introduces Anuradha's speech. That could be a message on the chat. So you will be introducing Anuradha right now. Next up is Anuradha's speech, which is coming. That sort of gives us clarity and keeps the ball rolling and all of us on top of the ball as far as where we are in the presentation. That is the first thing. And so in other words, it will be essentially complete silence except for Manvi, who will be speaking, and we'll sort of fast forward through the videos and all of that. For the second dry run, I would like to try and we can discuss this more in detail a bit later on, but I would like to try and simulate some technical difficulties for which, Manvi, what I was thinking, and you can kind of let me know if this doesn't work. Since you'll be looking at this screen, I don't want you to look at an extra screen or have to go through some extra, WhatsApp or something. So in addition to having the sort of flow in this chat panel here, so flow example, I can also then say technical issue, or I can give you some kind of message on this chat, right? And essentially nobody else is really going to be using this chat for anything. They won't tell you, nobody apart from me or the Spock on that day will tell you that there's an issue except for via this chat. And then you can sort of pick that up.
This chat is perfect for all instructions. And, if there is a sense of something that could be going wrong, like 5 minutes down the road, etc., it's good to have it on this chat because it sort of gives a heads up to mentally prepare for, a potential issue.
Would you like any?
I'm good with this.
Now, I would like to be able to, but unfortunately, I don't. Nobody's omniscient, so we can't foresee every possible issue. But there could be issues that I could tell you very, in detail while you are speaking. 2 minutes later, this video is unfortunately not playing. We'll need to, I don't know, buy some time or sort of apologize and move on to the next thing. Would you like a description of what's happening, or do you just need sort of technical issue? We are moving on to the next thing.
Tell me what's happening. So you know what we'll do? We'll do one dry run right now without any interruption. After that, let's do a dry run with imagined issues, where you ask me to buy 20 seconds of time, where you ask me to change the order of something. Whatever scenarios. I mean, I can draw up a list of scenarios for you if you like, but basically orders could change. So, for example, Anuradha was supposed to speak, and right up front at the opening address, you have a problem and you're swapping the order between Anuradha and Sakshi, or you haven't had everyone log in for the first panel discussion. So not only have you done the jury awards, you're going to the next package, which is the general award category, while you wait for everyone on the jury panel discussion to join in. Another scenario could be, for whatever reason, the packages aren't loading, in which case you are going to actually show the PDF files live, and I'm going to speak live over them. Those are the only 3 scenarios. The panel discussion order gets changed, and therefore the video package order gets changed. A video just cannot load for whatever reason, so we have to make do with the PDF file, just your PPT and my voice over them. Other than that, ad-lib for 15, 20 seconds, by time, that kind of instruction. That's it. Basically 3 scenarios.
Sounds good. I've noted them down, and we can sort of bring them up at random points during the second dry run. At this point, if anybody else has anything to say, please let me know. Esther, Kanika, Sakshi, Pradeepji, you guys want to say something? Varun, I forgot to add you to the stream, so I'll put you in here as well. And if there's nothing else, I think we can sort of zoom ahead and start the first dry run. The first dry run is a clean dry run.
Want to before
Yes.
we start?
I
Just
think
tomorrow's protocol. So tomorrow, ahead of tomorrow's final event, will I get an invite for StreamYard? Will I get an invite for Zoom? Or should I join on Zoom at 9 o'clock? And after that, you share the StreamYard link and I join there just so that I am not a missing piece in tomorrow's conversation.
So,
Yeah, Kanika, go ahead.
no, I was gonna say you will have to be on StreamYard the whole time just because we need you to come in at various points in time, and it would be smoother if you were just on StreamYard.
No, I'm talking about the pre-meeting because the event starts at 9:30, but we're joining in at 9, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So will somebody be sending an invite for Zoom for that pre-event meeting at 9?
No, it'll be a StreamYard link as far as I know, and I did not realize your calendar wasn't blocked. I'll make sure it is.
I haven't got an invite for tomorrow.
All right. Yeah, so I'll send that across to you.
Okay, that's all. I just wanted to make sure that I have an invite. And Pushkar, you and I will exchange numbers.
Yes, I have your number from Kunal, so I'll text you later on when we're a bit free.
Yeah.
And we can.
Okay, so
sort of continue
that's
from
the logistics end sorted. I want you to pay a little bit of attention to the fact that there's an air conditioner on. If you'd like, I can shut it. The only reason I have it on is because, like your house, my house has a construction site next to it. And there are occasional bouts of drilling. I don't know if you can hear it right now. I mean, it's like a going on. The other thing I wanted to ask is, and I don't know technology very well, does any of this become better or different in terms of muting out the ambient sound if I wear another attachment of some sort? So, for example, headphones, I don't know, do AirPods do any noise cancellation outside? I don't know any of the gadgets and what they achieved. So if anyone has some tips to offer on that front, that's fine. But if you can't hear the construction site behind me, then we're good to go.
So I think as a general rule, if you do plug something in, some AirPods or whatever, it will sort of, because it can't really get much more than your voice because it's a smaller thing. It will be a little bit better. With that being said,
the AirPods carry audio?
Yes, they carry audio.
So should I wear AirPods?
I would say no. I think it's fine here because I can't really hear the drilling. So guys, you can also tell me, this is a sort of a trial and error kind of thing. Many devices, we need to see what the thing is across 4 or 5 different
Yes. No, I can't hear any drilling sounds and I can't hear the air conditioner either. And I would suggest you stick with this configuration because individual earphones have their capabilities of picking up ambient sounds, and sometimes if things go wrong, they pick up the distant sounds more than they pick yours up. So
yeah,
I think
and they tend to discharge quite fast.
That too, of course. It's a 2.5 hour event. I don't know how long it's charged.
Yeah.
So that's my reluctance with AirPods. Okay, so I've got my 2-3 questions out of the way.
Okay.
Position, light, sound, and login tomorrow. Thanks.
All right. Anybody else has any comments? Pradeepji, you had one comment?
Yeah, today who can play whose role? Please rename all of them.
So Sakshi and Esther, today you'll be role playing. Okay, like yesterday, you will be. So Sakshi, you are Western Digital. We need Supriya and we need Anuradha.
I think Pushkar, you can rename them.
I will.
Both of them.
I will do that. Sakshi, let me go ahead and make you Supriya. Please forgive me if I've misspelled Supriya's name. Let me know and I'll change it. Harshita is unfortunately. Oh no, she's here. Hi, Harshita. Let me add you to the stream just so you can say hello.
Yes, hello.
And Harshita, I'll make you a panel member.
Okay.
We need one
Yes.
one member to be a panel member, right? So maybe Esther Kanika, somebody between them.
So Esther Kanika, would one of you like to role play Anuradha, and the other one can be a panel member.
Sure, I'll just rename myself quickly.
Okay, just one request to Supriya and Anuradha. Based on the feedback yesterday, you are going to be introducing the panel member names. So I'm briefing you like we will brief Supriya and Anuradha. In the event that they fail to, that either of them doesn't introduce the panel members, I can't jump in because at that stage I'm out of the picture. So just putting it out there that when we are doing the dry run, do go through the motions of introducing the panel members.
Noted, Manvi. We have briefed this about to Supriya, and she knows that she'll have to introduce the jury panel members. So we are good.
Okay.
So we will still need one Anuradha. Esther Kanika, one of you want to do Anuradha?
Sure, okay.
Or ठीक है. Thanks, Kanika.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have Supriya, we have Kanika, we have panel members. I think unless there's anything else, we are good to get this show on the road, so to speak.
And who's mapping mistakes?
We can all, if anybody, we're all here to spot mistakes. Please write them down on the side. Do not use the chat. This chat is only going to be for the flow, right?
I am not going to be
Pradeep ji,
spotting any video mistakes because I have my script open as well. Yeah.
Yeah. So anything else, anything we catch at this point, it'll be written out down on the side. We can sort of bring it up separately. So don't use the chat. Let's try to simulate the clean flow thing.
Can we play the full video or for some time?
For some time only. Yeah.
2 or 3 minutes only.
2 or 3 minutes only. It's already 11, so let's try to keep each dry run short and maximize the time that we have. Okay.
I will play for 1 minute every video.
Sure. So then I am removing everybody from the stage. So only Manvi will be on stage at this point.
First, I will play the montage video. Then the event will start.
The countdown, Pradeep sir. Let's start with that. Yeah.
Hello and welcome to the very first edition of the Viva 50, a platform to recognize and celebrate the extraordinary contributions that women professionals are making. I'm Manvi Sinha Dhillon and I will be your host today. The Viva 50 aims to create a multiplier effect on women professionals in India and create a community of achievers who will, in turn, amplify the impact within their respective organizations. The Viva 50 was conceived by the Vedika Women's Alliance, which is building an ecosystem for women professionals to thrive. Western Digital India is the exclusive sponsor for the Viva 50, and that's very much in line with Western Digital India's vision to amplify women's voices and strengthen its commitment to a more diverse and inclusive future. Women are 50% of the population, but make up 8.9% of top management roles in India. Women have made great strides in the world and invaluable contributions to the workplace, no matter the obstacles. Yet, when it comes to leadership, they remain a minority. Viva 50's mission is to change that. The Vedika Women's Alliance and Western Digital come together to celebrate those who have broken barriers and shattered ceilings, advancing against all odds. To shine a spotlight on the role models of today and tell their stories, for them to keep inspiring the generations of women to come. To create a community of leaders who spark change, whose individual achievements can transform people, organizations, and in due time, the world we work in. With Viva 50, the Vedika Women's Alliance strengthens its endeavor to aggregate professional women's voices, amplify them to larger numbers, and advocate for an ecosystem that allows women professionals to thrive. And now please welcome Anuradha Das Mathur. She is founder of the Vedika Women's Alliance, Viva, a membership-based network with a mission to build an ecosystem for women professionals to thrive. Anuradha is founder and dean of the Vedika Scholars Program for Women, a unique women's-only management and leadership program. She is the founder and director of 9.9 Media, India's leading niche media company. She is the managing director, CFO Collective, a boutique media company that serves India's senior finance community. She is also a senior advisor to the Albright Stonebridge Group in India. She was selected, along with 25 other women globally, for the prestigious Global Women's Mentoring Partnership Program, a joint initiative by Fortune and the US Department of State. Her passion for improving women's participation in the workforce took root during this program. Anuradha.
Thank you, Manvi. Anuradha now gives her welcome address and closes. Next one.
And now introducing Supriya Dhanda, Country Manager India and Vice President of Western Digital. She leads India's strategic charter and its expansion, anchors government relations, drives sustained growth of the research and development capability, and serves as a spokesperson for the corporate brand in India. Supriya's fusion of business acumen, strategy, and organizational development has driven a high-performance culture and strong growth for the India region over the past decade. With over 23 years of experience, leadership in the technology business and people functions, Supriya wears other hats as a TEDx speaker, an author, and a certified executive coach. She firmly believes that celebrating women at the top of their organizations inspires young girls and working professionals to emulate them, a belief that dovetails Western Digital India's commitment to promoting women's leadership and enhancing their visibility. Supriya.
Hi everyone, good morning, good evening, depending from where you have logged in. Thank you and good luck.
And now please welcome Dr. Siva Sivaram, President, Technology and Strategy at Western Digital. Dr. Sivaram has more than 35 years of experience in semiconductor technologies and manufacturing. For his business excellence, he features in the 2020 Indiaspora Business Leaders list. His social leadership is equally important. He serves as chairman of the board of Akshay Patra Foundation USA. Akshay Patra is the world's largest NGO dedicated to feeding school children.
On behalf of Western Digital, I'm very happy and want to congratulate Vedika Women's Alliance, the Viva 50, for this phenomenal effort to identify, recognize, and bring to light 50 extraordinary women of achievement in India in the spheres wide ranging from technology, R&D, to law, to government. This is a wide ranging area from which we have identified 50 women of substance that we want recognized.
It was no easy task to arrive at the Viva 50. A committed and diverse jury put in many hours of effort reviewing the nominations, but there were three guiding principles. The jury looked for exceptional stories, evidence that the candidates have sparked change, and that they are inspiring many more women towards success. Meet the jury for the Viva 50. Illustrious jury for guiding the selection and recognition of the most deserving women leaders. Introducing the jury for the Viva 50. Adit Jain, Chairman and Editorial Director, IMA India, a global expert on strategy and an industry thought leader. Audrey Clegg, Group Talent Director, Coca-Cola HBC, an accomplished HR professional transforming organizations by championing women's leadership. Atul Dhawan, Chairperson, Deloitte India, an industry leader with expertise in governance, strategy, and audit. Aviva Wittenberg Cox, CEO, 21st, a global authority on leadership, gender, and business. Bhaskar Pramanik, former chairman, Microsoft India. A heartfelt thank you to the jury once again. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the moment we have gathered for, the Viva 50, a cohort that we are sure will inspire a cadre of women professionals towards professional success, the Viva 50. 190 nominations, 10 categories. There are so many extraordinary women leaders whose stories need to be told, and we are privileged to be able to share some of them today. Presenting the Viva 50. Many congratulations to the winners of the Viva 50. Why did the Viva 50 stand out? What are their inspiring stories? How have they sparked change in their organizations? And what will it take to cultivate generation upon generation of women leaders? Supriya Dhanda of Western Digital India addresses these themes and much more with a few of the Viva 50 jury members who could join us today. Supriya.
Hi everyone, I'm Supriya. I will thank the jury members and introduce them. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. It was a great session. Hope you had a good time.
Ladies and gentlemen, there are women whose remarkable visions and contributions have left an inimitable legacy. To them, we are honored to present the Viva 50 Lifetime Achievement Award. There are women whose remarkable vision and contributions have left an inimitable legacy. To them, we are honored to present the Viva 50 Lifetime Achievement Award. In Tech and R&D, Aruna Jayanti, Managing Director, Capgemini's Asia Pacific and Latin America Business Unit. A renowned business leader with a wide range of experience in India's technology sector. In government, Nirupama Menon Rao, former Foreign Secretary of India, a recognized leader for promoting peace and cultural understanding through diplomacy and the arts. In finance, Chetna Gala Sinha, founder, Mandeshi Mahila Bank and Mandeshi Foundation, a banker, economist and activist who has empowered thousands of rural Indian women to become financially and socially independent and create change in their communities. Well, let's welcome back Anuradha Das Mathur. Joining her are a select group of Lifetime Achievement Award winners to reflect on their journey and the ingredients for sustained future progress on diversity and inclusion. Anuradha?
Thank you, Manvi. Introducing the Lifetime Achievement panelists. Our panel goes on, end panel.
And thank you, Anuradha, for skillfully guiding that conversation. So many tangible, actionable insights for professional women. Well, such conversations are kept alive through the year by the Vedika Women's Alliance with peer learning sessions to foster collective wisdom, monthly briefings on women and work issues, curated masterclasses, mentorship opportunities, and high-quality research products. The list is a long one. But once again, Anuradha, your final thoughts.
Thank you. Closing remarks by Anuradha. End.
Well, thank you all for joining us for the very first edition of Viva 50. Our journey has just begun. There are more women to be made visible, more role models to be recognized, more stories to be told. Our quest for equality continues. And we invite more extraordinary leaders to be a part of it until all women have a seat at the table. Empowered women empower women. Let's all pledge to make women visible.
Okay, I think that was pretty good. Let me just bring everybody else. Pradeep, you've already got everyone on screen? Nice. I'll also add Jayanti, yes.
I think right now everyone on the screen.
Everyone is on the screen right now. So if you want to unmute and go ahead with your comments. Or before we start with comments, Amanti, why don't you go ahead?
The Viva Vision video was the first thing I voiced, and I sent one set of takes with Viva. And then the feedback at the next meeting was, it's sounding weird, so please do Viva, ba, ba. So I did another set of voiceovers, which said for the Vision video, Viva. But the video or voiceover says Viva, which means that the first set of voiceovers has been used and not the second one. The beginning of the jury video is still cut for words have been eaten up. The Adit Jain mistake persists. The general video first word is still cut. So we're getting 90 instead of 190. Do note that in the beginning of the jury video, 5 words are cut. We would like to thank. So those mistakes are still in the system. I want to take a moment here to understand one area in which I made a mistake, and potentially that was because it has got changed in the master document on which the team was working till last night. Let me just confirm that. If you look at Supriya's panel discussion ending, in the original schedule prepared by Vedika, it goes from Supriya's panel discussion straight to a recorded announcement of the special category awards. In the mail I sent yesterday, which I hope I haven't miscommunicated, I had suggested that there will be an instinct for Supriya to toss back to me, and there will be an instinct for the team to cut to my face rather than to go straight from Supriya's panel discussion ending to the recorded Lifetime Achievement Award package. I am a little confused right now about what the final decision was, which is why I'm going to refer to the mail. If there are any inputs on that, please confirm. I'm going to the to the document that Kunal shared last night at 10:21. That's me done.
Okay, thanks, Manvi. We've noted down all the points. Does anybody want to comment on what Manvi has said, or has a separate set of... Esther, you can go ahead and unmute. Everybody's on the main stage right now, so we can all talk.
Oh, I can speak. Sorry, I thought I'm... oh, Priya wants to speak. Priya, you're here.
Rangoli, are you here on the call?
Yeah. Am I audible?
I just wanted to... Yes, you are. I just wanted to check very quick. Yes, please. I wanted you to comment on
Manvi's questions.
Yes.
Because I have to leave in 8 minutes. So on the jury video and the announcement videos, we noted your edit yesterday, and there were a couple of other edits like mispronunciations in the social category, social impact category. So all those edits, Kunal is working on right now, and they should be fine for the 2:30 dry run. What was the other thing? The other thing was you announcing the special category video after the roundtable. The final word on that is also, to the best of my knowledge, that Supriya hands it back to you. You announce the video and then we play it.
Rangoli, it's Jayanti here. Just confirming, I joined a little late. We were on another call. Just confirming that we will be using Siva's latest video, right, for the afternoon, for the final run.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Thank you. And there's been a check in terms of the flow of the video, etc. So that's all looking fine, right? We checked it at our end before we sent it out to you and to Kunal, Siva's video. So it's all fine, right, from your side?
Yeah, I think so. Kunal is taking a look at it.
Okay.
But it should be fine.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. So basically, the instructions in the master document are clear. After Supriya's panel discussion, Supriya will hand over to me verbally. I will thank Supriya and the panelists and then go to the video on the special category awards. My mistake in the dry run.
No problem.
I also made a... yeah, Priya, please go ahead.
Yes. Now, I am sorry I joined this late because I was another call. I wanted to get a few things clear here. So, Manvi, are you clear? I understand there's been some confusion from our end in terms of communication with you. Are you clear on where you need to join tomorrow and the links, etc., or can I help you with something?
No, I was just saying that I need to get an invite to StreamYard. I need to get an invite to something. Like, I don't know what that is.
So,
because what we've been doing in the dry runs is that a Zoom invite is mailed, and then on the Zoom chat, the StreamYard link is sent.
Put up. Yes.
Yeah. So I was just asking about tomorrow because I was just clarifying that which platform will I be joining on directly, because we are joining half an hour before the event starts, right?
Yeah. So, at the cost of repeating myself, Rangoli, can you just quickly clarify who all tomorrow joins on StreamYard only, and who will have the responsibility of sending out those invites to those people? You can assign the responsibility to anybody, if not you, but let's have that clear here so that we know that there is one person. And Manvi, please speak to me before the event if you have any queries. And during the event, Kunal will be your Spock. Okay? Before the event, please channel anything through me, because I think different people in the team are right now caught up with different things and we don't want anything falling between the cracks. So if you can just tell me, I will ensure that the correct person reverts to you with whatever clarification you have. And
but Priya, just to clarify, Priya, for tomorrow, Manvi's go-to person remains Kunal, right?
I just said that, Jayanti. I just said that. Yeah. I just said that.
Okay.
For tomorrow, the go-to person will be Kunal during the event. Before the event, anything that you want coordinated, checked, clarified, please reach out to me. I'm available on WhatsApp all the time, Manvi, and I will ensure that it gets solved for you. Now, for tomorrow's StreamYard invite, Rangoli, correct me, Anuradha, Supriya, Manvi, Kunal, you, and what's his name, Pradeep, and Pushkar. You guys will be on StreamYard, right? Am I correct?
So, no, let me just go person by person. Manvi stays on StreamYard the whole time, no other platform.
Okay.
Anuradha and Supriya come on StreamYard when they have speaking engagements. So they both join in the beginning for their welcome addresses. Then they leave. Supriya will come back for her panel. Anuradha will come back for her roundtable. Anuradha will come back for her closing statements.
Okay.
Other than that, they are not on StreamYard.
Okay.
Then,
one sec. So the other time they are on Zoom?
Yeah.
Okay.
Zoom or YouTube, whatever they prefer, but not.
Just to clarify, Jayanti here, I think what we agreed was that Supriya can come in and leave when she's done, but it's better to give her access to StreamYard and not to Zoom. I think we wanted to keep it constant with StreamYard for Supriya.
So she's not going to watch in the middle?
No, what we mean here is Rangoli.
No, we send out the Zoom link to her as a watch link. That's a different link. But for StreamYard, she can come and she can come in and she can exit. But
that's what I just said, right?
Yeah, but let's send it out as two separate links rather than sending it out as calendar invites.
Okay, now Jayanti, I would request if you could be the Spock for Supriya to tell her when she needs to enter, exit, etc.
No, exactly what I'm saying, Priya. What we will do is you send the links across to me. If Rangoli and you could send the links across to me and to Sakshi, we will calendarize it for Supriya. Because otherwise it would get confusing for her. Yeah.
I'm with you on this, Jayanti. I'm just saying that from our end, we will send you both the Zoom and the StreamYard link for Supriya.
Yes.
After that, it's over to you to get Supriya in and out and tell her what
Sure.
needs to be done.
That's better for us to manage because we will set the expectation accordingly, and it will be seamless. So we'll take it from y'all and we'll handle it with Supriya.
Okay. Kanika, will it be possible for you to be the Spock for Anuradha?
I can do that, yeah.
Okay. So I'm just
So for Western
clarifying.
Digital, we work with Rangoli on this, right? So Rangoli, we'll be in touch with you on this.
We are anyways going to send you everything. My request is anything that you need with the team, you're free to reach out to the team, but please let me know because people are involved with multiple things and I don't want anything to slip up. So whatever you want to route through anyone, send it to me and I will ensure that it gets done for you. Okay.
So who will send me the StreamYard invite?
Yeah, the StreamYard invite, Manvi, just give me 5 minutes. Let me just come to the end and I'll tell you. All the invites will be sent out. Rangoli, will you do it or will Kanika do it? Who's taking care of the
Kanika
invite?
on the call right now?
Yeah, I have been sending out invites to our guests. I can send a separate StreamYard invite to Manvi just for her. That she blocks her calendar off from like 9 a.m. to 12:30.
No, so we should have one person who's sending the StreamYard invites to everyone. So can you be that person, Kanika?
Yeah, I can do that.
Okay. So so Manvi, to answer your question, Kanika will be sending you the StreamYard invite. Kanika will send the StreamYard and Zoom invite also to Jayanti, WD, Anuradha. And Kanika would be the Spock for Anuradha. Jayanti would be the Spock for Supriya. Manvi, for you, tomorrow the Spock will be Kunal. Before that, I'm your Spock for anything that you need. I'll get it coordinated for you. All right. Sorry, Rangoli, you were saying, so you said Manvi is on StreamYard all the time. ADM and Supriya will alternate between StreamYard and Zoom. What else? Who else?
Pradeep and Pushkar stay on StreamYard the whole time.
Okay.
Kunal and I are not on StreamYard. And other panelists, as and when their speaking engagements come, will join, speak, and leave.
So why is Kunal not on StreamYard? Just to understand.
Because Kunal is Manvi's point of contact.
Okay, fine. Cool. All right. Pushkar, are you comfortable and okay with this?
I would prefer that I be Manvi's point of contact. If I am doing the thing here only, then I think it would be better if I myself am Manvi's point of contact. Since I have no other POC to be, it will be fine for me.
Hold on. Rangoli, if Pushkar is on StreamYard, what is his role? I'd rather Kunal do the main event if he's there rather than Pushkar doing it. Because Kunal is most comfortable.
So in which case then...
Sorry.
Hold on, Pushkar, 1 sec. Rangoli, you were saying...
Sure.
Isn't Pushkar's role to be a second in case something happens to Pradeep?
Yes. He's there as a second, definitely. But I'm saying that if Kunal is not there on StreamYard, then that literally means that Pradeep and Pushkar are running it, or
Yes.
who's running it? So
Yes,
I don't
that's
want Pradeep and Pushkar. I want Kunal also to be there running it.
So there are only 10 people who can be on StreamYard. And so when we have the panel discussion bit or the round table bit, we
can get Pushkar to drop off at that time. But Kunal should be the main person running this, and Kunal can be on, and Pushkar can be right there. We're all going to be there in office. So Pushkar can step in if needed, if, Pradeep or Kunal are not able to handle something or something happens.
Kunal will not be in the office, and I think it would make more sense because if you give Pushkar the responsibility of being Manvi's Spock and being Pradeep's second, in the event that something happens to Pradeep, we are left hanging because then Manvi doesn't have a POC.
Can we figure this one out later? Because Manvi is also here. If there is anything else.
No, I think Esther, this is an important one.
Important thing we need to figure this out.
I mean, like right now, we did a very smooth dry run with Pushkar, where basically he and I had a working protocol that is, he is putting everything on the private chat, telling me what is coming up next. And it was a StreamYard private chat. It also helps me manage my screens, right? Because I have a script, I'm on air, and I want to see the chat. If I have communication with my Spock on another platform, I will not end up seeing it because I'm on air, I have my chat, and I have my script, right? So whoever my Spock is should be on StreamYard. Now, we've done a smooth dry run right now with Pushkar, and I am equally happy to do it with either Pushkar or Kunal. Both I have established comfort with between the last few days and today. So I am agnostic, as long as it's on StreamYard private chat.
An argument in favor of StreamYard private chat is that, in fact, Manvi, if you need to tell us something, if there's something that's going on, once again, you don't need to open your phone, you don't need to route it through 1, 2, 3 people. It comes
So
there, all of us can read it, removes
So,
everything. The middleman is
this is the most foolproof way, given that I am likely to forget to check any other stream.
Okay, 1 second, Rangoli. Then I would need you also. Then if Kunal is not coming to office tomorrow, let us go ahead, Pushkar. We can do as many dry runs as you want, but let's have Pushkar, Pradeep, and Rangoli on StreamYard with Manvi to help her with anything that she needs. Does that work? Can I have everyone?
Listen, I have to go. I'm getting a really important call, but I will circle back to you on this because what you're suggesting leaves only 5 spots and we have 6 people on panels.
No. So you can drop off at that time, but I'm just saying that.
Can I talk to you about this later? I really have to go right now.
Whatever.
Yeah. Okay. I'm so sorry. I have to go.
Okay. You know what, Manvi, to sort this out, we'll have Pushkar and Pradeep definitely there, and nothing. And we are all going to be in office. If something happens to somebody, one of us will pop in. Yeah. I mean, we'll just figure it out because we can just go on and on and.
Yeah.
Pushkar, you're in charge as far as I'm concerned.
Priya, it's Jayanti here since we have Manvi on the call, and this is literally the last time we'll be meeting before the final dry run. I just wanted to bring up the point that we discussed earlier in terms of a couple of drops on the lifetime achiever front, right? And that's important. The reason I'm bringing this up is because that will impact the way that we manage time. Just allow me to complete, please. 1 second. So from the lifetime achievers point of view, in case there are 1 or 2 drops or declines, what we'll plan to do is we'll just go through, but we may wrap up a little ahead of schedule. I think that would be best in the interests of time. Go ahead, Priya.
Yeah, Jayanti, what we have already done is, and Kanika, just correct me if I'm wrong here, the final lifetime achievement winners are Geeta Dharmarajan, Mirai Chatterjee.
Just 1 second, let's just make sure that Manvi is there and then we can continue.
I'm listening.
Okay.
Yes, I've also updated this on the script yesterday. So
yes. So I'm just giving Jayanti an update. The final lifetime achievement awardees are Geeta Dharmarajan, Mirai Chatterjee, Geeta Mittal, Dr. Indira Parekh, and Chetna Gala Sinha. These are 5 people. Plus, there is Mr. K.V. Kamath, who's the 6th person, and Chitra Devakaruni, who's a special mention. So there are total of 8 people or 8 names that will be announced. And these have been given on the script to Manvi. Correct, Kanika?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. And Manvi has already sent us a recording for the same, which Kunal
No. I have not revoiced the ones who have been dropped because all you have to do is cut them.
Yeah, that was my point, because Priya, what we mean is that we finish a little bit ahead of schedule and we should all be comfortable with that. It just means that we will wind up a little earlier. I'm just bringing that up so Manvi and we are all on the same page. For example, on the slides, I came in a little late, but I noticed Taruna Jayanti is still on there. So if by afternoon she's not accepted, I'm assuming she's out, right? So we just
No,
have to
no,
manage.
she's already out. Kunal is working on the edits for the video. So he will
Okay.
get it all clear by 2:30 in the afternoon.
Yeah. I think
Super.
that basically I can summarize both Jayanti and my points, the previous points which Priya may have missed, all related to changes that are still a work in progress, which didn't show up in the dry run today, and therefore they've set the cat among the pigeons again.
Yes.
And as far as the cancellations on the Lifetime Achievement Awards are concerned, I have not redone the VO because all it needs to do is to cut those people who've been dropped off.
So, Manvi, thanks for sharing that. So, Priya, that's being taken care of, right? That editing out will be taken care of before we have the final dry run today in the afternoon with Supriya and Anuradha. Priya?
Yes. So,
Okay.
you know what we'll do is, Kanika, the final script that was sent to Manvi last night,
Yeah.
which we are following, please send that also to Jayanti and Pushkar so
They
that
have it.
if they have,
Yeah, I believe Jayanti is marked on the email. I will send it to Pushkar since he
Great.
is going to be in charge tomorrow, and I don't think he's seen that. I'm also going to send Pushkar our awards ceremony checklist and flow, the session flow we have, the internal one we're using.
Basically, sorry for sounding presumptuous. The person who is playing the videos needs to be briefed by Kunal to play the updated videos. And that exercise, assuming Kunal is able to finish all the changes by 2:30, we mustn't have a situation where the person who's playing the videos ends up playing old videos. And in order to make sure that the right videos have been played, I guess Kunal will be doing that sanity check and ensuring that all the changes in the script have been reflected in the updated videos. They range from pronunciation mistakes to spelling or designations or people who are not attending, i.e., not receiving the awards, to a change in the description of some of the recipients, like the gentleman from in the jury, Bhavani Singh Shekhawat. So there are a bunch of changes, and basically somebody has to watch all the videos that are updated and make sure that the right changes have been made.
Yeah. So, Manvi, I have just double checked right now with Kunal, though he did tell me half an hour back that all the videos will be ready by 2 o'clock. But I've just asked him again, and what we will try to do is send all the updated videos by 2 also to you and shared within the group for us to have a look. Just in case, and I'm just talking this as a backup, that just in case this is not able to happen, I will still go ahead with playing whatever video we have. It's possible that maybe one video is not completely updated or something, simply because when Supriya and Radha are there, we can at least show them the full flow and how it's going to look like. The minor edits can take place, but as far as we are concerned, the outer deadline for getting the correct videos is 2 o'clock today afternoon. So
Okay. All I'm saying is, if
yes,
there are still some changes pending, we should do that in the briefing before we start the 2:30 dry run. Otherwise, it sets the cat among the pigeons repeatedly, and this requires explanation repeatedly, or it is noted repeatedly by different stakeholders. And so we should just do context setting before we start the dry run if there is still some work pending.
Yeah. So what I suggest is the dry run is
Yeah,
at
could we
2:30.
could we have a sync up before the dry run, Priya?
I'm just saying that, Jayanti, I think you and I just think the same things.
Oh, that's good.
You know, what I'm going to do is I'm going to request if we can all meet at 2 o'clock. प्रदीप, इसके लिए आपको जो वीडियो लिंक है, जो हमारा स्ट्रीम यार्ड और Zoom का लिंक है, इसको 2:30 की जगह 2 o'clock करना पड़ेगा, where at least all of us can join and Supriya and Anuradha can join at 2:30. ठीक है प्रदीप?
Okay, okay.
हाँ, हम लोग सब 2 बजे मिलेंगे. Now
Okay.
the other thing is मुझे ये बताइए प्रदीप, आई एम सॉरी आई मिस द फर्स्ट 10 minutes ऑफ द कॉन्वर्सेशन. हमारा जो अभी हमने YouTube, StreamYard, Zoom का लिंक सबको भेजा हुआ है, will this work tomorrow or not? And if no, what do I need to do to make sure it works?
I have not created any links. I think all the links, YouTube, StreamYards, all links will be created by Kunal.
Okay. So if they were created by Kunal, फिर why did they not work today?
I don't know if the link today's Zoom link I will create and other.
मैं केवल समझने की कोशिश कर रही हूँ कि आज का लिंक किसने बनाया था.
कौन सा, जूम का या स्ट्रीमयार्ड का?
जूम का सबसे पहले.
जूम का मैंने बनाया, क्रिएट किया था.
तो जूम का सबसे पहले प्रदीप जो डेट, एक तो पहले चीज आई एम जस्ट टेलिंग राइट नाउ बिफोर हैंड, आई एम नॉट मीनिंग एनीथिंग पर्सनल टुवर्ड्स एनीबडी, आई एम जस्ट ट्राइंग टू गेट दिस इन वर्किंग कंडीशन. So if I'm giving any feedback, please do not take offense, anyone. Feel free to give me feedback. Now Pradeep, you need to be doubly sure. ये एक बार मेरे साथ भी हो चुका है कि डेट हमने गलत डाली थी जूम लिंक पे, तो आप प्लीज इंश्योर कीजिए कि जूम लिंक पे हमेशा करेक्ट डेट्स डलें. नाउ कनिका, द जूम लिंक फॉर टुमारो which has been sent, we have sent out the invites, right? Who has made that link?
So this is the link from, like, it's the same one used on the agenda and the invites. It was, I believe, made by Kunal right at the beginning when both the Zoom and the YouTube links were generated.
Pradeep, can I request you and Esther? I'm requesting you, Pradeep and Esther, can you just together sync up with Kunal and check that that link will work tomorrow? Can he activate it now itself and keep whatever, so that tomorrow we should not have a problem on that Zoom link? प्रदीप, आप ये चीज प्लीज कुणाल से बात करके इंश्योर कर लोगे, एस्थर को अपने साथ रखना जब बात करोगे.
ओके ओके,
ठीक है.
And since we are speaking about links, do we need to just check in on the YouTube link as well? Since we were talking
I'm
about
just coming to it. I have a checklist here, Jayanti. I have a checklist. I'm just coming to it.
Go ahead.
Pradeep, I am now, tomorrow you cannot tell me कि कुणाल ने किया है. मैं आपको आज ये रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी दे रही हूँ कि आप एस्थर के साथ, और नहीं होता है तो प्लीज मुझे पिक करो, बट आप एस्थर के साथ और कुणाल के साथ बात करके ये सॉर्ट आउट करेंगे. कल का जो जूम लिंक है उसका पूरा रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी अब मैं आपको दे रही हूँ. इज दैट क्लियर? इफ यू हैव एनी प्रॉब्लम, please today itself tell me. I will call you separately also and talk to you. ठीक है?
Okay.
Now that is for the Zoom link.
Priya, can I just give you some context?
Yes,
Today's
please.
Zoom link didn't work because although the date was right, the time, no, it wasn't the date. The time was set at 10:30 p.m. instead of a.m.
Okay. So that's what I'm saying, that Pradeep will just double check everything. आप please AM, PM, time, date, day सब कुछ चेक कर लेना प्रदीप. ठीक है?
Okay.
और एक बार आप एस्थर को भी दिखा दीजिए, और चाहते हैं कि मैं देखूं तो मुझसे भी बात कर लेना, मैं भी देख लूंगी. ठीक है? बट हमको ये चीज, एंड पुष्कर, इफ यू कैन जस्ट lend in and just do a double check at the end of it, so we just
Sure.
should not have any now that is on the Zoom link. Now the StreamYard link for tomorrow, who will create? Kunal has already created, right Kanika? Which we have sent
yes,
out.
It's been created. It's been created. We've sent it out to the. It's part of the tech note that we've been sending out to the panelists.
Okay.
And I will also, like we discussed last night, send that reminder email with the link again so that they know that they're supposed to use this link.
Okay, great, thanks. So प्रदीप, जो कल का StreamYard लिंक है,
Okay.
ये StreamYard लिंक काम कर रहा है या नहीं, आप कुणाल से बात करके एक बार पुष्कर और एस्तर से भी बात कर लेना, but you have to confirm to me that it is working for tomorrow.
Okay.
I don't see a problem, but we should not have any problems tomorrow. So let us test it out today is what I'm saying.
Okay.
Okay. So today in the afternoon when the call happens at 2:30, I want the links to be used which are going to be used tomorrow. The same link should be activated for today afternoon also, so that we can know that it's working. Is that possible, Pradeep?
I think it is not possible because Kunal have set up all the things for 30th at
अच्छा
the
ठीक है,
different
तो
way.
फिर
At the different
ठीक है,
way.
ठीक है, फिर आज का आप देख लीजिए, पर कल का प्लीज डबल चेक करके कुणाल से बात करके मुझे थोड़ी देर बाद बता दीजिएगा, ठीक है?
Okay. Okay.
Now the YouTube link, I understand there was some issue with the YouTube link earlier today when I was on the call with Geeta. What happened? Can someone update me?
I think our Vedika Scholars YouTube channel is disabled.
Okay. But this YouTube link was created by Kunal, right?
Yes, yes.
So that should not have been the... So is it working now? Has it been addressed? Esther sent me a message saying it's working. So I'm just double checking.
So
Yes, Priya, I'm on it. I'm on it I'm on the YouTube right now. We are on live.
Yeah, Esther, Priya, this is a bit critical because we have communicated to all the external stakeholders also. This would be difficult to manage backwards. So if it is confirmed and it's checking, we'll also check from our side. Then we are good.
Yeah.
No further need for us to address this.
So
Right?
Pradeep,
But,
how did... Yeah, just 1 second. So ये YouTube वाला issue solve कैसे हुआ?
I don't know.
Achha, 1 second. If you don't know...
Kunal have created a separate StreamYard link, and I think he's added his own personal YouTube channel, not the Vedika one.
So फिर then why didn't it work in the morning?
For the current call.
But what about for tomorrow? This is for the current call.
Yes, yes.
But for tomorrow, it has been created on Vedika or what?
Priya, the link's been created, the YouTube link. I just checked the calendar invite that I sent everyone. It's been created on the Vedika Scholars account. And I am able to open that video.
So why did it say I'm just trying to understand why did it say that it's not working? Because we need to get that solved,
I think, Priya, let's assume it. I think Satya wasn't able to enter, but it's working. We are on live. Everything is working fine right now, and it's on Vedika. So there are. It says two watching now. So I'm assuming Kanika, it's you.
No, but Esther, that's what they just said, that this YouTube is Kunal's personal thing and it's not on Vedika. I just want to know the YouTube thing tomorrow will work. Is today the same? Is the one that you're logged in? Is it the same one that is there?
The handle we have communicated is Vedika, right?
Yeah. So is the Vedika handle working on YouTube?
Yes, I'm actually just going to put, you know what, I'm just going to put the link in our chat so that everyone can take a look. I believe it is working. I can see the link. It says going to go live in 21 hours, 30th July. But yeah.
Okay.
In case you'd like to double check that, yes.
Yeah. So Pushkar, this is fine, right? I mean, I'm just checking it on my mobile. It's...
Yeah, for me, it's working fine.
Okay. So I think then for everyone, it's working. But you know what? Pradeep, Pushkar, Esther and me will communicate once on all the links once again. Okay? Pradeep, I don't want to hear कि मुझे नहीं पता कुणाल कर रहा है. Please आप आज और शाम के बीच में पूरा इस पे हैंड ओवर ले लीजिए कि आपको पता होना चाहिए कौन सा लिंक कहाँ पे काम करेगा. Of course, Kunal will be there, but we should also be ready at our end. ठीक है?
Okay.
Okay. Anything else that I have missed out?
If there is nothing else, so since we have booked time till 1, I would
Can we do
like
one
if
run
we could,
again?
yes.
Yeah.
What we could do
Can
is we
we
could
do-
break for 5 minutes and join at maybe 12:05. Please allow me a few minutes to just kind of explain what we'll do in the second dry run. So Priya,
Yeah,
first
sure.
dry run, what we did was we did the flow thing, right? And we kind of went through everything smoothly. Everybody wrote their points down on the side. For the second one, what I would like to do is I would like to simulate some technical difficulties. And we'll try to see kind of how, as a team, we can handle it. Manvi, the consummate professional, should have no issues. So our job is to basically tell Manvi that there's an issue, and if we can do that in a smooth manner, I think it'll work out. What I would also like is if we could, as much as possible, simulate a sort of real-time environment, which means everybody will essentially leave the StreamYard link, and selected, Anuradha, Supriya, panel members, and roundtable discussion members will sort of join in when required. Right, so for that, I'd like to select the people who will role play for this particular dry run, and we'll contact them and we'll say, hey guys, why don't you come in now? It's time for your panel discussion. It's time for your welcome address. That is how I'd like the second dry run to go. I expect it should take about 45 minutes. The last one took 35 minutes, unless I made some mistake. Just for some clarity for everyone. So essentially, what's happening is that, yeah, Man, please go ahead.
Okay.
Man, you're on mute.
When I drink water, can everyone see me doing that? Because I'm always in the broadcast studio, right?
You are almost always in the broadcast studio, but we will take you off when you are not speaking, at which point nobody will see you drinking water.
Okay. Because I typically drink water when I'm when the videos are playing.
So yeah, then only the videos are playing. So the video is the only thing that can be seen.
The only reason I asked that, Pushkar, was because even when the videos were playing in the dry run, it said you're in the show, everyone can see and hear you. That's what the broadcast, the StreamYard message was against my face. That's the only reason I'm asking, although it's not the end of the world if people can see me.
Yeah, they shouldn't be able to see you. I don't think that's
okay. Thanks.
Okay, so if everyone is clear on how the dry run will happen, we can then select the role players who will drop off the StreamYard link and then join in when called upon. After which we can break for 5 minutes and then rejoin for another dry run.
So, one sec. After 5 minutes, I join this link only, no?
You will join this link only, yes.
So I'm not even just putting myself on mute.
No,
and...
Priya, will you be role playing? Will you we need Anuradha, we need Supriya, and we'll need the panel members.
You only role play for everyone, na? It's just simple.
Priya,
I can role play, not a problem.
Anuradha. Yeah.
Hi,
and
I'm
Priya,
back. Role play.
Hi everyone. I need to join Priya on the other call. So just one point, Priya, Esther, Kanika, mainly checking on the script, the show script, the latest version. Has that been shared with Anuradha and Supriya for their perusal? Is that something that you would like us to do? Because I know some changes were still underway, but we'll give them a broad idea that this is a show script and, there can be some changes that will be expected leading up to the afternoon. So has that been done?
You can share it with both Anuradha and Supriya. What last night Kanika sent you can share it with them. Okay?
The you is me. I'll share it with Supriya. I'll share it with Supriya. Would you be able to close with Anuradha?
Yeah, we'll share it with Anuradha. Kanika, just share the script with Anuradha. Okay?
Sure. Yeah.
What was sent to Manvi. All right. And so Jayanti and I need to be on this call with Chetna Gala Sinha for the next 15 minutes. You guys can start, or we can start after 15 minutes.
So Priya, who's replacing you? Who's playing your part, your role play?
My role play, I don't know. Esther will play because I'll be on a call. Okay, guys, it's 12. I need to get on the call with Chetna. I will join in 15 minutes, wherever you guys want me to join in, okay?
ठीक है,
Bye.
ठीक है.
Manvi,
Thanks.
Manvi, we'll excuse ourselves briefly. We'll be
Yeah,
back.
yeah.
Yeah, and Manvi, thank you for just being so super patient with us. We are doing it for the first time, but next year, trust me, we'll rock.
No problem.
Thank
Okay,
you, Manvi.
thank you.
Thanks,
Bye,
everyone.
bye.
Bye.
Okay, so remaining members are, if I'm not wrong, myself, Manvi, myself, Varun, Sakshi, Harshita, Esther, Kanika, and Pradeep, right? These are the members that we have to work with. So, okay. So, can we select one Anuradha and one Supriya? Or we'll go ahead with the former sort of configuration, which is Sakshi and Kanika are going to be Supriya and Anuradha. That's okay with everyone?
That works.
Okay. Great. So then Harshita and Esther, you guys will be the panel members. So let me just, what you'll do is we'll break for 5 minutes. You will not rejoin this call. Anuradha and Supriya will join the call. You guys will leave after your welcome addresses. You guys will join back when we call you, right? We'll simulate the joining in and out of StreamYard as well, just to make sure that there's no issues there. Manvi, I don't think this will affect anything on your end.
No,
right?
that's
I have a question.
Yes, go ahead.
We'll join the Zoom link for starting, and then we'll join the StreamYard as a panelist.
Not the Zoom link, directly on StreamYard for the purposes of this dry run, and for the purposes of, I believe, tomorrow as well. Right, so you just come directly into StreamYard.
Okay.
Pushkar, how would we know the timestamp? Because we aren't following the main time.
Who is the Spock for Jayanti? Not Jayanti, I'm sorry, excuse me. Who is the Spock for Supriya on the day?
Jayanti will be.
Okay, so then instead of Jayanti, maybe I can, one of you guys can also sort of simulate the Spock as well. So we'll send you a message and we'll say, Supriya's, roundtable is coming up in 5 minutes. Please join the StreamYard link now. Or please ask her to join the StreamYard link now.
That's why I'm suggesting that we join the Zoom link, so we'll at least have the idea of what's going on.
Okay, we can do that. You want to say something? Yeah.
And plus, we'll also be able to see how it's looking on Zoom, because because a lot of people will be joining through Zoom.
Okay. Manvi, you had something to say?
No, I think that I don't know about the Zoom parallel today, but all I was saying is because we are not going to be playing full videos, the Spocks will have to potentially, when a video is starting and after that Supriya is due to come on, as soon as we're hitting that video, tell Supriya to join StreamYard.
So very, very early on.
Yeah?
Okay.
Because we're not full videos.
Okay, that sounds good then, I think. So you guys want to then have a separate Zoom call going on as well, right?
That would be ideal, Pushkar. So someone, if they can share the screen, YouTube screen there on Zoom, and we'll be there and then come back to StreamYard.
Yes,
but this is not going live on YouTube right now, is it? Or it's
not going live
on
on YouTube. It's going on the private link, yeah.
On the private link. So you'll share that screen on Zoom. Got it.
Yeah.
Okay, so 2 things. One, if we are going to be using a Zoom link parallel, make sure that it's on mute 100%. Otherwise, your mics will start echoing, and that'll become very messy. Because then I can't turn on my mic to tell you to mute yourself, because that will also echo, and that will just lose additional minutes. That's all. So just be mindful to keep your Zoom on mute if you're going to be using it. Second, following up to the question that Manvi asked about calling the panelists the moment you hit the video. So this is the protocol that we're following right now while we're not playing full videos. And I just hope everyone also has another protocol in mind for what happens on the actual day when there are videos playing in full. Do you call them as soon as you hit the play button on the video? Because I think that would be acceptable to do as well. So might as well just follow the same protocol now and then. So there's no
absolutely, yeah. So that is no.
But if there is a separate protocol, I hope that everyone just remembers it. Yeah, that's okay.
So then let me quickly, I've already made a Zoom thing. Let me send it to you guys on this chat right here. You guys can join in right here. Manvi, you don't need to join in. You'll be on this call, StreamYard, throughout the entire thing. The rest of you guys
Pushkar,
can
did
kind
you
of one
make
by
this
one.
right now?
Yeah, I made it right now.
Which account did you use?
My account. It
Okay,
won't
thanks.
cross the time limit. So one by one, guys, sort of start filing into the Zoom link as well. Hi, Sakshi, I can see you on the Zoom thing. Hi, Kanika. Okay. So then now, once you guys, sorry.
I'm tempted to say, Pushkar, that the briefing to Supriya and Anuradha should be tomorrow morning, and I'm tempted to say this only from a production perspective, that they should not leave StreamYard for the first part of the event, simply because you don't know whether Supriya and Anuradha are going to stick to allotted time in their opening addresses. And in order to avoid any issues, it's literally the start of the event, and you cannot predict how long they're going to speak for, because I suspect even in the dry run today, they will just sort of give you a flavor of, right? So my recommendation, because you never want the start of an event with all internal candidates, I mean organizer candidates, to be messy, you may consider saying that Anuradha and Supriya, why don't you stay on StreamYard from start until the end of Supriya's address?
I think that's a good idea. I think that's probably a better way for how at least.
Yeah, agree with Manvi. Great idea, Manvi.
So then,
because
Supriya
if we
and
give
Anuradha,
them leeway in the beginning to exit, enter, we could have unnecessary stress.
True. So then, for the role play as well as for the dry run and the main event, then Supriya and Anuradha, in this case Sakshi and Kanika, you guys stay on StreamYard for now, right? Just before we break for a 5-minute this thing. So Esther and Harshita, as panel members, you guys will leave StreamYard, and we'll call you back in from the Zoom ID. That sounds good to everyone?
Yeah, that sounds good.
All right, okay. So if there are no more questions, then I think we can break for a few minutes. How about 12:15, and then we should be able to wrap up by 1.
Okay, we're already on Zoom call.
So you guys can stay on the Zoom call and just get off StreamYard, and at 12:15, I'll sort of announce on both that we are going to start off.
I'm just saying,
get
okay?
off the stream.
Sure.
I'm just saying.
So Manvi, Pradeep, and I will stay. Varun, if you want to drop off StreamYard, you can also drop off.
Any problem if I just stay?
No, you can stay.
Okay.
I'm going to stay because I'm going to be logging on early, even tomorrow.
Yeah. So the 4 of us will be pretty much continuing on this call.
Yeah.
Okay. So see everyone at 12:15. Bye.
Yeah.
Feel free to unmute on Zoom.
I am here.
I am here, Pushkar. I think Esther is here.
Okay, I think then we can, like I said, get the show on the road. Could we start the pre-session montage?
The collectivization of power women is a huge accelerator to change, and getting women themselves to understand how to effect systemic change, to Anuradha's point.
The more women role models you get, it becomes easier for women to stay in that workforce.
It is very important to know these data points, because you then get an understanding of what change are you looking for and what change you need to push for.
I think this is a possibility for us to rewrite the rules.
If you have a big enough reason why, or even better, many big reasons why, you'll always manage to find the motivation to overcome even the biggest obstacles.
There is this African proverb.
A platform and celebrate the extraordinary contributions that women professionals are making. I'm Manvi Sinha Dhillon, and I will be your host today. The Viva 50 aims to create a multiplier effect on women professionals in India and create a community of achievers who will in turn amplify the impact within their respective organizations. The Viva 50 was conceived by the Vedika Women's Alliance, which is building an ecosystem for women professionals to thrive. Western Digital India is the exclusive sponsor for the Viva 50, and that's very much in line with Western Digital India's vision to amplify women's voices and strengthen its commitment to a more diverse and inclusive future. Women are 50% of the population, but make up 8.9% of top management roles in India. Women have made great strides in the world and invaluable contributions to the workplace, no matter the obstacles. Yet, when it comes to leadership, they remain a minority. Viva 50's mission is to change that. The Vedika Women's Alliance and Western Digital come together to celebrate those who have broken barriers and shattered ceilings, advancing against all odds. To shine a spotlight on the role models of today and tell their stories, for them to keep inspiring the generations of women to come. And now please welcome Supriya Dhanda, Country Manager India and Vice President of Western Digital. She leads India's strategic charter and its expansion, anchors government relations, drives sustained growth of the research and development capability, and serves as a spokesperson for the corporate brand in India. Supriya's fusion of business acumen, strategy, and organizational development has driven a high-performance culture and strong growth for the India region over the past decade. With over 23 years of experience, leadership in the technology business and people functions, Supriya also wears other hats as a TEDx speaker, an author, and a certified executive coach. She firmly believes that celebrating women at the top of their organizations inspires young girls and working professionals to emulate them, a belief that dovetails Western Digital India's commitment to promoting women's leadership and enhancing their visibility. Supriya.
Hi, good afternoon. Thank you and good luck.
So Priya, thank you very much. And now I'd like to introduce Anuradha Das Mathur. She is founder of the Vedika Women's Alliance, VIVA, a membership-based network with a mission to build an ecosystem for women professionals to thrive. Anuradha is founder and dean of the Vedika Scholars Program for Women, a unique women's-only management and leadership program. She is the founder and director of 9.9 Media, India's leading niche media company. She is the managing director, CFO Collective, a boutique media company that serves India's senior finance community. She is also a senior advisor to the Albright Stonebridge Group in India. She was selected, along with 25 other women globally, for the prestigious Global Women's Mentoring Partnership Program, a joint initiative by Fortune and the US Department of State. Her passion for improving women's participation in the workforce took root during this program. Anuradha.
Thank you, Manvi. Welcome, everyone. This is my opening address. And
thank you, Anuradha. And now please welcome Dr. Siva Sivaram, President, Technology and Strategy at Western Digital. Dr. Sivaram has more than 35 years of experience in semiconductor technologies and manufacturing. For his business excellence, he features in the 2020 India Spora Business Leaders list. His social leadership is equally important. He serves as chairman of the board of Akshay Patra Foundation USA. Akshay Patra is the world's largest NGO dedicated to feeding school children.
On behalf of Western Digital, I'm very happy and want to congratulate Vedika Women's Alliance, the VIVA 50, for this phenomenal effort to identify, recognize, and bring to light 50 extraordinary women of achievement in India in the spheres wide-ranging from technology, R&D, to law, to government. This is a wide-ranging area from which we have identified 50 women of substance that we want recognized. This effort is just a representation of the overall need for us to promote gender diversity and inclusion in our culture, in our corporate culture, in our day-to-day lives.
Thank you very much, Dr. Sivaram. Well, it was no easy task to arrive at the VIVA 50. You had a committed and diverse jury, put in many hours of effort, reviewing all the nominations. But there were three guiding principles. The jury looked for exceptional stories, evidence that the candidates have sparked change, and that they are inspiring many more women towards success. Meet the jury for the VIVA 50. Our illustrious jury for guiding the selection and recognition of the most deserving women leaders. Introducing the jury for the VIVA 50. Adit Jain, Chairman and Editorial Director, IMA India, a global expert on strategy and an industry thought leader. Audrey Clegg, Group Talent Director, Coca-Cola HBC, an accomplished HR professional transforming organizations by championing women's leadership. Atul Dhawan, Chairperson, Deloitte India, an industry leader with expertise in governance, strategy, and audit. Aviva Wittenberg Cox, CEO, 21st, a global authority on leadership, gender, and business. Bhaskar Pramanik, former chairman, Microsoft India, and board member, State Bank of India, an industry veteran with over 4 decades of experience in technology. Once again, all our jury members for listening to, learning from, and leading the conversation on making women visible. A heartfelt thank you. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the moment we have gathered for. the Viva 50, a cohort that we are sure will inspire a cadre of women professionals towards professional success. The Viva 50. "190 nominations, 10 categories. There are so many extraordinary women leaders whose stories need to be told, and we are privileged to be able to share some of them today. Presenting the Viva 50. In the many congratulations to the Viva 50. But why did the Viva 50 stand out? What are their inspiring stories? And how have they sparked change in their organizations? Actually, more importantly, what will it take to cultivate generation upon generation of women leaders? Supriya Dhanda of Western Digital India addresses these themes and much more with a few of the Viva 50 jury members who could join us today. Supriya.
Hi, as discussed, I will thank the jury and introduce them and give the mic back to Manvi. Please move ADM out of this.
Thank you, Supriya, and a special thank you to our panel for making the time to join us today. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sure you will agree, a lifetime of achievement merits a special category of awards. There are women whose remarkable vision and contributions have left an inimitable legacy. To them, we are honored to present the Viva 50 Lifetime Achievement Award. In Tech and R&D, Aruna Jayanti, Managing Director, Capgemini's Asia Pacific and Latin America Business Unit. A renowned business leader with a wide range of experience in India's technology sector. In government, Nirupama Menon Rao, former Foreign Secretary of India, a recognized leader for promoting peace and cultural understanding through diplomacy and the arts. In finance, Chetna Gala Sinha, founder, Mandeshi Mahila Bank and Mandeshi Foundation, a banker, economist and activist who has empowered thousands of rural Indian women to become financially and socially independent and create change in their communities. Saluting the Lifetime Achievement Award winners. Well, at this stage, let's welcome back Anuradha Das Mathur. And joining her, we're very privileged to have a select group of Lifetime Achievement Award winners to reflect on their journey and the ingredients for sustained future progress on diversity and inclusion. Anuradha.
Introducing our Lifetime Achievement Awardees, a panel discussion takes place and closes.
Thank you, Anuradha, for skillfully guiding that conversation. So many tangible, actionable insights for professional women. Actually, such conversations are kept alive through the year by the Vedika Women's Alliance with peer learning sessions to foster collective wisdom, monthly briefings on women and work issues, curated masterclasses, mentorship opportunities, and high-quality research products. The list is a long one. But now, Anuradha, once again, your final thoughts.
Thank you, everyone, for attending today. We are now at the conclusion of the Viva 50 felicitation ceremony. Thank you.
Thank you all, each one of you, for joining us for the very first edition of Viva 50. Our journey has just begun. There are many more women to be made visible, more role models to be recognized, more stories to be told. Our quest for equality continues, and we invite more extraordinary leaders to be a part of it until all women have a seat at the table. Empowered women empower women. Let's all pledge to make women visible.
And I think that's a wrap. Let's just let's make everyone okay. Thank you guys once again. I know it was a very long call. We went through 2 dry runs, a lot of stuff going on, a lot of issues introduced and sorted out as well. Thanks a lot for having all this patience. Before we break for lunch, that was a very fast dry run actually. So before we break for lunch, I would like to note a couple of things. Manvi, to be quite honest, I know it's a little bit embarrassing, but I don't think we have, to be quite frank, just enough fingers and accounts and buttons to be able to mute and unmute you smoothly.
Okay.
And would you be able to handle that on your side?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Can I suggest something on this one?
Sure.
So, Manvi, if you are not muted within the first 5 seconds, then in that case, can you mute yourself? Because we'll try to mute you within the first 5 seconds, but because there are so many different people to bring in, phase out, and then mute, unmute, we may not be able to do it within 5 seconds every time. And so in that case, it would be possible for you to mute yourself.
Okay, so I will mute myself, but just as a sanitary check, usually when I'm in a show, I will not allow any weird sounds and forget that I'm in a show. I will be on good behavior throughout. So in the event that I forget, I don't think we will walk into any booby traps.
Yeah, I don't think this is the... Yeah. Also, Manvi, the mistake that you purposely made, did it have something to do with muting? Because I think that was my mistake then. Oh, okay.
No. I read the last line of the video script as an outline again. So it was a repeat of what had just played out as the last line on the video.
Unfortunately, I didn't catch on that.
That's fine. Nobody will. Yeah. I was just making a point. What we haven't practiced at all is, which won't happen, but are you going to have your PDFs ready and do screen sharing in case any of your videos fail?
Yes, we couldn't practice that. I think we will. We don't have the PDFs ready. We will get them ready. And unfortunately, we don't have time to practice that particular issue because it might take a sort of while to sort of get the PDFs and all that.
What I'm saying is, Pushkar, do keep the PDFs neatly stacked somewhere on your desktop or whatever. This is the worst. This is cyclone, hurricane, typhoon, everything rolled into one. In case the videos don't play, okay?
Absolutely. Yeah, better safe than sorry. Don't want to trust something that we ultimately don't.
I mean, this is a total outlier. I'm just being stupid, but in case the absolutely unexpected happens, just have all your final PDFs stacked up, matched for consistency with all of the deletions, the people who are not getting lifetime achievement awards, etc. Assuming at some stage you have half an hour in the day to do this exercise, do it. 99% it's going to be useless, but it doesn't hurt to have it as a backup if you have the bandwidth.
Yeah. I think it should be done. We'll do that. We'll keep them somewhere safe and extractable, ready for quick use. So those are the issues that sort of I had, or at least that I sort of pointed out. Apart from that, there was one thing about Anuradha being with Supriya in the panel discussions. We'll make sure that doesn't happen. That is the other thing that I noted. Is there anything else? Any other comments, thoughts, anything that anybody has to mention?
Yeah, Pushkar, there's one thing that I would want to point out, and that's rather a little thing. So when Manvi introduces Anuradha and Supriya towards the beginning, do we want to have their video show up on the screen, or you want to let Manvi complete the introduction and then push their video on the current screen, because it was varying. For Anuradha, she came afterwards, and for Supriya, she was there throughout while Manvi was introducing. So, in order to make it very consistent, let's pick
one.
Yes.
Okay, Pradeep ji, maybe you can decide which one do you think is better.
And
Should
Manvi,
Manvi
your
finish?
comments also. What really works here?
I mean, in a physical event, that's the time that they'd be walking onto stage. So they kind of come into thing. I think it doesn't hurt to actually have them on immediately as soon as I start introducing them. But there is human nature just before you're going to make an address to set your hair, look at your papers, glance once more. So given that this is a virtual event, either we brief them to say, as soon as Manvi starts introducing you, you're on air, and we can do that in the dry run today and get their feedback. But if we don't explicitly call it out to them, they will be using that last 30 seconds while I'm introducing them to get into shape. I mean, that's just my experience.
So then let's brief them and tell them that they'll be on air, but keep a few seconds leeway for us to just sort of, bring them in a little bit later, maybe 15 seconds later, halfway through, near the end.
Yeah. And just so that you know, I will not be slacking off. So, the worst case scenario is that you haven't taken them on air while I'm making the introduction, in which case we're no worse off than we were before.
Okay, so that is that. Anything else that anybody saw, pointed out, noticed? Anything on the back end side? Or let's do the front end. Let's do everything regarding Manvi and the presentation. If there's any comments.
Yep, and Pushkar again, who is going to give names of jury members and panel members separately to Pradeep sir, so that he knows where to cue who,
Who is going to give names of jury and panel members to Pradeep sir,
Yes,
so that he knows when to cue them?
Right.
That I think I will do on my account, because Pradeep will be handling all the videos, and he's got a lot of fingers to use. I will then, as they come in, kind of rename them. So we'll both be in the office, and for the dry run today as well, I'll be in the office there. And my account will be here, so I'll be able to also edit all those things.
Great.
Also, when I say I refer to I and Kunal, which is why I'm for Kunal here.
Yes, sure.
So that is that. Anything else? So I just
That's
bring
all
the
from my
others
side,
on the
yes.
screen. All right. So then I think those are all the front end issues. Manvi, I think there's nothing else regarding your part in the operation. Is there any final comments that you'd like to sort of leave us with, or?
We changed the order today in terms of playing out scenarios of Supriya and Anuradha's welcome address. We should potentially be ready to play out videos in earlier for whatever reason. For example, if we can't get the jury in place in time, or for whatever reason they're having technical difficulties, and the panel discussion needs to be pushed down. So Pradeep, I think, right? Pradeep is handling that. So he will be watching the comments box equally, right? Pradeep, you're watching the comments box?
Yeah.
Chat box.
I was watching that one.
Yeah. And can't think of anything else.
Manvi, it's Jayanti here. Just to recap very briefly, if you could just mention the flow order for your introductions to Anuradha and Supriya, just in a nutshell. I missed that I had to attend to the other call. So just what would the order be in the introductions?
The order is as per the script. So for the opening address, after the vision video plays out, I welcome Anuradha and she makes her welcome address. And after that, I introduce Supriya and she makes her welcome address. We played out a scenario right now in the dry run where, for whatever reason, Anuradha was facing technical difficulties joining. So we took Supriya first. And based on that scenario planning that we were doing, we came to the conclusion that given that the first 15 minutes of the event are all stakeholder sponsor participants, i.e. all internal participants, and it is the start of the event, we came to the conclusion that it would be advisable for Supriya and Anuradha to be there on StreamYard from the very beginning. And after their welcome addresses are done, they are free to leave and rejoin as per their panel discussion, etc. Simply because, it's the start of the event. These are all people whose comings and goings we have more control over. So it would make sense for them to be on StreamYard for the first 15 minutes of the event continuously.
Noted. Thank you, Manvi.
Okay, great. Any other comments from anybody? This time maybe regarding the sort of backend that was going on. So Manvi, in this case, if you'd like, you can stay on, but this basically involves the communication that Anuradha cannot make it, please have Supriya come first, that kind of stuff. So it's a logistic type thing. So if you'd like, I think we can, here we can break early for lunch while those who are involved in the backend can stay on.
Okay, I'll leave then. And we're going to be joining back at 2 o'clock on this link or on Zoom.
Joining back at 2 on this link, but please allow me to confirm that maybe in the next 15-20 minutes once this call is over.
So I'll check my mail. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Thanks a lot, Manvi. Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you, Manvi.
Bye.
Thank you, Manvi.
Okay, guys. So welcome to the backstage. Unfortunately, it was a little bit difficult for me to get the things going, get the communication out on time. I don't think that'll be an issue because the videos will be playing for a long time. So this was a 3-hour run condensed into about 15 minutes. With that being said, how did things in the back end go? And how do you think, did you notice any issues? Would you like anything to be different? Is the current format the way we should go?
Pushkar, I have a suggestion. Am I audible?
Yeah.
I have a suggestion. I was communicating.
Your voice is echoing somewhere.
Is it better now?
Yeah.
Yeah. So when you're seeing on Zoom, can we all join back to StreamYard? Can we all do this? And I think it would be better to paste the link. Will that make sense?
So send the message and give them the joining link as well.
Yeah. Will that make sense? Because we are dealing with we are having many people and especially the Lifetime Achievement Awardees, they could not be too tech savvy, like you know what I mean, right? So we can how do we go about that? We've already sent them the guidelines, but I think in Zoom it would be good for them to have the link, like paste the link. Do you think that will work? Will it look nice?
It'll look a bit awkward unless we sort of take responsibility of sending in, because you can private like it's a Zoom meeting, right? So you can technically direct message as well. So someone will have to take the responsibility of finding, let's say, Geeta Dharmarajan or Mirai Chatterjee on the Zoom call, direct messaging the link to them, and then like having them join. I mean, I don't know if it'll be more, if like I'm still sending like a calendar invite, we're sending a reminder email for the panel. For the roundtable. I don't know if the Zoom thing is more effective. I think it's like we shouldn't rely on it. I think we should use it as backup.
yeah, like I said, we should have a backup.
Currently, where are they accessing the StreamYard link from?
So we right now we sent them a document, but they're technically going to get another email today and a separate calendar block for the panel today.
Okay. So
the calendar
your
block
primary,
starts.
so basically,
The calendar block, so if the panel is at 11:15, I mean the round table, sorry, they will join in, like the calendar block will start at 11 just because they should ideally join in 10 minutes before. They're given technical issues and things.
Juror panel though is at 10, Kanika. Juror
Sorry?
panel, the juror panel is at 10.
Yes. So for that, I presume you've sent the technical note already. And
We've sent we've integrated with the brief and sent it. So that's what we have shared.
So so for that too, I will send a separate calendar invite to the jury, to only the jury that is on the panel, and that's going to be at again like 10 minutes before. At 10 a.m.
10 minutes before the event, is it?
Yeah. So like if the jury panel starts at 10, I will, or 10:15, I will send.
But they may not be on calendar, at that time, right? So, any reason why we are sending it just in advance of the call? I mean, of the time needed.
Sorry. Could you repeat that question? Sorry, I didn't catch you completely.
Is there,
You said why we're sending a calendar invite?
No, it's a great idea to send a calendar invite. My only question is why are we sending it just in advance of the time tomorrow? Can we not send it out today so it's on their calendars?
Oh no, I like it's going out today, so that time has already been blocked on their calendars. They've received the whole ceremony, from 9:30 to 12:30 has already been blocked on their calendars. Just for the panel, we're sending a separate invite and the technical note today. So just because people tend to join from their calendars, so it might just make it easier.
No, 100%. You're right.
Yeah. So you're relying that primarily they'll go to the calendar, and if that fails, they'll go to the technical.
There's an email.
Right?
So I'm just reconfirming that for the jury, I'm assuming that for the jury, the Lifetime Achievers also, there would also be an invite for the entire event, right?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. So for the jury panel, are we saying that there's going to be another trigger which just goes prior to their session, like a calendar reminder which goes to them just let's say at 9:45 a.m. or so, because their panel discussions at 10?
I don't think an
Is it something that you're managing on
at that time. If something could be, I don't know if, because they will technically already get a calendar notification and that should prompt them. So I don't know if an email will be significantly
we'll
more
manage it on mail then. What we'll do is, because
Yeah,
we've already
or
sent it to mail,
over the phone or something.
Yeah, we will send them another mail reminder today, letting them know that they can join the StreamYard link. 9:45 is fair for the jury panel. Is that okay? The session starts at 10. So will we be able to accommodate them at back end by 9:45 if they start joining in at 9:45?
Jayanti, we mentioned 10 a.m. for them to join because the session essentially will start by 10:15.
10
So,
o'clock, okay.
in the brief
The time
time,
that Supriya is communicating is 10. So if let's say they join a few minutes earlier on the link, I'm just wondering whether StreamYard has a hard cap in terms of the number of people, and it'll sort of
So the
bump them
hard
up.
cap is 10.
Okay.
But at no
but I-
point should we cross 10.
We can
I-
expect them to start joining from about 9:45 onwards. So as Sakshi says, we've communicated 10 to them, but there may be some of them who just want to be a little, proactive and join a little earlier. We just need to be able to allow them into backstage at that stage.
Should not be an issue. I think at no point it'll cross. Yeah, I don't think it'll cross 10 at any point. There are no more than 6 jury members, right? Panelists.
Yes, I think that we have 5, right, Sakshi? 5 plus Supriya.
5 plus Supriya, yes.
5 plus, yeah. So then yeah, we will ideally the ideal situation is that we have one slot to spare as well. So I don't think that will be an issue. On the other hand, could I request, if possible, that they do start joining at 9:45? Give them sort of 15 minutes to kind of sit here. Reason being that in case any of them has any technical issue or can't join or something, we will find out well in advance. We'll have a chance to solve it as well. If not, we'll also have time to tell Manvi.
No, that's a fair point, Pushkar, and we are on the same page because they may want to join a few minutes early themselves just to be sure that things are working fine technically. We'll be sending them a reminder. So Sakshi and myself will manage this on mail. We'll send them another reminder today, and we'll request them to start, joining in from approximately 9:50. 10 to start, right? 10 to 10.
10 to 10. 10 to 10 sounds great. That'll give us a lot of time. We can kind of sort out any and all issues there. And likewise for the second thing, the round table as well, right?
Yeah. Sakshi, this works for us, right? For the
Yes, 100%. Yep.
Okay. So when we send out the reminder, because anyway we'll be sharing the brief with Richard's updated profile.
Right.
So when we send that, we'll just persuade them to join in about 10-15 minutes in advance. So approximately 9:45, we'll let them know.
Sure.
But Pushkar, at the back end, just please ensure that once they try to join in, they are able to join in without a difficulty and they don't get moved out of backstage, etc.
Yeah, we'll do that. So once they're in, we'll make sure that they're in. We'll do the renaming. We'll do all of that.
Thank you. And just double checking. Thank you. Thanks for that. Just double checking. This is my understanding, but please do affirm. Western Digital team is not required tomorrow at the backstage, right? Is there something that you need from us? Anything that help that is required at the backstage? I'm just confirming. Sakshi, Harshita, you could add in here anything that is needed from our side for tomorrow. I'm
Yes.
moving from the StreamYard point of view. Yeah. Yes.
So
Esther,
maybe while you were away on that other call, Esther and I were discussing this, that we make a WhatsApp group for a day. And if there are any cues that either Pushkar, Kunal, Esther, or anybody would want to give us, they would just ping us on WhatsApp. Right, Esther?
Yeah, it was just for tomorrow. We create it tomorrow morning and then delete it after this so that your protocols.
No, that's fine. Esther, Sakshi mentioned it and good with us. Please go ahead. And
All right.
on the WhatsApp group, if we are required to join on StreamYard, you will let us know, right? As of now, the default is we are not required on StreamYard. I'm confirming that.
Hanji, I think that sounds yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Because I think you have quorum already on the backstage, so we just wanted to be sure that we were there when you needed us. Yeah, sounds good. Thanks, Sakshi.
Okay, then, and is there anything else that anybody kind of wants to say or mention?
I think that should be fine, nah? Kanika, you want to add anything? Is Kanika here?
Yes, I'm sorry, I didn't catch that. Can you repeat that?
Is there anything you would like to add?
No, I think we've covered everything. And then we have another dry run this afternoon to double check on things.
And thank you all so much again for joining, and apologies for this morning. We have been literally coordinating with calls, getting the vendors, send in the video on time, and apologize. I really apologize on behalf of the team.
Esther, I have a question.
Thanks, Esther.
So,
yes, go ahead. Yeah.
So, in the afternoon, when we are doing the dry run, I wanted to ask in the final day tomorrow, excuse me, who will be projecting from YouTube to Zoom to the Zoom link? Then we also need to do that to get a sense of how the quality is coming.
Pradeep, can you answer that?
I will not project it the Zoom YouTube on the Zoom. I handle the StreamYard. I
So
will
who
not
will
on the
be
Zoom. I will not on the Zoom.
Okay, so who is in charge of projecting it?
I think Priya is sharing it. Is she here?
Tomorrow?
Yeah. So we have moderators for we have internally put ourselves moderators. So the moderator will be sharing it on Zoom. Yeah.
Okay.
So whoever is sharing, they have to keep like, you know, the entire thing in full screen, because
Yeah.
the last time when Priya was sharing, there were, you know, tabs open and etc. Basically, we could see the entire screen. So I just wanted to ask, like, you know, for tomorrow, how are we going to do that? How are we going to about that? So that we only have the, you know, content, we only have the event playing there.
Esther, Harshita raises an important point, because the Zoom link is what we have shared to the India leadership team at Western Digital, and also to the who's who of Supriya's you know, list of external stakeholders also. So Zoom has to be managed very seamlessly, because that is what they are going to be seeing, right? And it's too late for us to kind of extinguish the Zoom link and move everyone to YouTube, because that call we should have taken ideally a few days ago if we wanted everybody to watch on social. Yes.
Yeah, Priya will be sharing. She has taken the responsibility of that. So we'll be sharing that. Like I said, we'll all be in the office tomorrow. So communication will be easier on our site as well.
We are pretty much available from now until tomorrow's event for any dry run, any input from our side, and I'm taking the liberty of speaking on behalf of, you know, all of us here. We will make ourselves available, but let's just dry run it as many times as needed to make sure that to the audience tomorrow it's a seamless and you know, like a beautiful experience. Other thing is, whoever is queuing the videos needs to be you know, completely aware of which ones are the latest editions, because I think there could be a version control issue otherwise. So let's just ensure that the latest videos are the ones which are being played. I'm assuming we'll be ready by the afternoon's dry run, right? 2:30?
Yeah, I have spoken
We
to
have
the LED team, everything. We have received one like just before the second dry run. Pradeep will be uploading that, and we are also receiving the second one in about 10-20 minutes. I've spoken to them, so.
Okay. So if needed, let's do a specific dry run for the Zoom quality also. We are available, so just let us know. Sakshi, Harsh, we are good, right? So we can pitch in anytime. Just let us know what's needed from our side. But let's dry run that as well, is my input.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Thank you. Thanks.
All right, great. So we've made a note of all the comments here. Anything else? Anything else that needs to be brought up right now, or can be brought up right now? Of course, one thing I do want to mention is that, I mean, I just joined, so I don't know everything, but even the afternoon's dry run with Anuradha and Supriya, it is for finding out mistakes, right? So we should all kind of go into it and try to, in some ways, fiddle with it as much as possible. Is there anything else that bears mentioning at this point?
Esther, Priya mentioned she would join the call. I'm not sure.
I don't know. I have texted
Not
her
here.
also.
Okay. Anyway, we are reconvening at 2, right?
Reconvening at 2, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So then, if there's nothing else, we can close this.
Yeah,
and
let's take a
see each
break
other at
and
2.
thanks everyone. Yeah.
Wait, are we
Yeah,
reconvening
thanks a
at
lot for
2 or 2:30? Because the calendar invite on my calendar says 2:30.
Link early.
Okay, the same,
Sorry.
Esther, I think is saying that the same link will be, the bridge will be opened at 2. So we just join back on this link again.
Yeah, Pradeep will open it.
Yeah, I have changed it from the back end, so you can join 2.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank
See you guys at 2, everyone.
See you at 2. Yeah, thank you.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you,
Bye.
everyone.
Thank you. Good day.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye.